Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and hello again, and welcome back. And before it's just as a regular pattern that I do these every time I do one of these one-to-one sort of videos right now. I feel like the best thing to do is to once again congratulate and thank each and every one of you for being with us, sticking with us, and basically watching the escapades of somebody documenting or just learning about a whole range of more unsavory people on the internet than probably anyone has any semblance of free time or experience in doing these sorts of things. Probably because there's a lot more qualified people on online to do this. Probably more than I do. And well, I suppose the thing I want to get down to it is that earlier today I had an epiphany about the things about what I was doing, and I kind of had to come to the conclusion about did I really what exactly is I'm spending so much of my time. I don't even really know how it was even meant to start this, so maybe I ought to maybe try again. So something that's been kind of been troubling me with talking a lot about Chris and Daniel over the last couple of days is the fact that you sort of, and I think it's the sort of thing that maybe quite a number of people have when it comes to talking about these guys, is that there comes to a very serious point where you sort of theoretically hit a brick wall with these people. You're completely under the impression that they are not going to get any better. In fact, the only place they can get is even worse and even further down in a hole. And is it necessarily even worth sticking around to the very end? That seems more like out of desperation than anything else. So that's the first thing I want to talk about is the inevitability that comes with a lot of these people. And listen, I can't say I'm I can see into the future or anything like that, but I'm thinking to myself, is it really that worth it? Really? I mean, maybe, possibly. I really don't even know at this point. However, among other things I wanted to bring up in this, and maybe this is a little bit more maybe a bit more relevant as well when it comes to Chris, because hell, I did this with Daniel Larson, so I may as well do it with Chris as well, is that if you are completely under the impression, ladies and gentlemen, that you agree Chris is not a good person and that the things he's done have completely outweighed anything positive he might do in people's eyes, if you honestly believe that, and it's just like I said with Daniel, don't give money to Chris. Don't give him your time. Don't give him your attention. Don't play into his fantasies. Don't believe in his fantasies. What's the other one? Oh yeah, avoid theological discussions with Chris. That's that's pretty high on the agenda. And well, Chris will find out very, very easily is that when people stop paying attention to his bullshit, it means that absolutely nobody is, nobody's going to pay attention. Oh, and by the way, in case you're wondering, he, she, at this point, I think it's just I'll just say Chris. I'll try and keep it neutral. I'll try avoiding using pronouns if I can. But at this point, I'm not even sure if doing the right or the wrong thing is the right or the wrong thing now, especially with this, especially because there are slightly more pressing issues, I would say. And that's God almighty, oh God. I thought this would be a slam dunk. The object of this entire thing was just to say how tedious and tiring it is to talk about Chris, and the fact that his nonsense and his bullshit and the way he got into this situation has been nonsensical and bullshit, and this was so easy to avoid, and it's frustrating as hell. And I think this is the sort of the effect people get from Chris after a while, is that it's just frustrating to know the fact that all of this could have been avoided. A lot of this could have been stopped, and a lot of this could have, there could have been ways in which things were turned around for the better. and yet here I am, and probably here you are, and we're having the pretty much the exact same conversation. Is that how on earth did any of this come to be? I mean, how did things turn out this badly? And for that matter, what exactly do we do about it? Is there anything we can do? And, well, because of the feeling right now, ladies and gentlemen, that there is, well, that we can't really do anything about it, even though I wish there was something we could do. The thing we have to do is literally, well, it's like Smokey MC. Just don't touch it. Stay away from it. Just watch it from the other side of the fence. It's almost like some of these locales on the internet, they're basically just like wildlife attractions at a zoo. You know fine well that interacting with them is not a good idea, and they are incredibly hostile and can pretty much be dangerous if because of their unpredictability. But that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That's literally it. That's about as much as I want to say. And for now, ladies and gentlemen, I will see you guys again very, very shortly. I might be able to pump out maybe another video for tonight, only because I'm not entirely satisfied that what I've done already was like adequate for length. So I'll sort of with you guys again next time. Okay, take care and bye bye for now.